All right, here we go. Yes, we can play defense.
Yes, the Oilers can play defense, as Connor said. Through 2 games against the Dallas Stars in the conference finals, they've been the better team for about 5 periods. So 75% of the time, the Oilers have been on top. And in Game 2, they even got the better goaltending.
And Stu comes up big, and he made some really big saves for us tonight.
Change that. Haston has fired wide. Loose puck. Oh! Skinner came across. And the stick got a stick on that.
The Stuart Skinner experience has been... What's the best way of explaining this?
It's a roller coaster. It's every playoffs.
Roller coaster. That's the perfect word for this. Poor Oilers fans have to go through this every single night that Skinner's in between the net. It's either the scariest ride in the world, or other times it's the most fun you can have in your life.
I think as players, you don't get an appreciation for how hard the goalie battles. We got our own thing to worry about. We trust he's going to do his job back there and battle and try to see the puck and make every save he can. And he did that tonight. He made every save.
Every save he made. Skinner stopped 25 last night. That's 3 wins now for him in these playoffs. All 3 are shutouts. That ties Cujo for the most in a playoff year in franchise history. He's among the elite of the elite when it comes to goaltenders in Oilers franchise history. But in the 4 losses, he's given up 20 goals. There's no other goaltender in the league giving their team this type of Jekyll and Hyde performances on a nightly basis. But he did get a lot of help from the team in front of him. Edmonton out-hit Dallas and blocked more shots. And look who led the way for forwards. Leon Draisaitl, the most blocked shots for any forward on the ice last night. And Bouchard and Wallman led the way on defense.
Yes, our team had some block shots, and yeah, we defended well, but Stu had a lot of timely saves, especially the one at the start of the 3rd period, that allowed us to keep them off the scoreboard.
Not only did the Oilers get good goaltending, but unlike Game 1, they didn't take any uncharacteristic penalties. They didn't take dumb penalties. Well, there was one, and we'll get to that. But when they did take penalties, they killed them off. They went 2 for 2 on the PK.
We bounced back. We believe that, we're a good team with our, in a tough situation. Down 1 on the road. Got to find a way to have your best game, and we had a good one. Found a way to get a win. Quick
reminder, if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, what are you waiting for? If you've gotten this far, you probably liked the video, right? So hit that like button, hit the subscribe. It helps a ton. A lot of talk heading into this series was about the Oilers' newfound depth scoring, and obviously the depth that the Dallas Stars have. But for the Oilers, it's coming through in spades right now. Over the last 10 games, Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid have combined for 2 goals over 10 games. Who would have thought that? Heading into the Vegas series, I said they probably need, 40 points combined for them to win that series. That was a bit of a stretch. I was kind of exaggerating there, but they needed to basically take over that series, and I thought the same for Dallas, but that's not the case through 2 games. Just look at the Oilers' last 10 goal scorers. Nugent Hopkins twice, Draisaitl, Bouchard, Kapanen game winner, Adam Henrique twice, Evander Kane and Corey Perry twice. Every Oilers forward, minus Jeff Skinner, who only played 1 game, has a goal in these playoffs. That's huge, because that means they're not solely relying on 97 and 29 to provide the offense and score big goals. It's coming from everywhere. So they're getting the depth scoring. The goaltending's been good when it's been good. It's been really good, right? You get Skinner with 3 shutouts. Calvin Pickard 6-0-0 in these playoffs. The defense is starting to step up. Matthias Ekholm could be on his way. This is a big reason, the depth scoring. This is a big reason why the Oilers are able to bounce back from bad games.
You win Game 1, you lose Game 2, you feel maybe a little bit wonky. You lose Game 1, you win Game 2, you feel pretty good. So obviously we feel pretty good about where we're at. As you said, 5 pretty good periods. We came for a split. We got a split. Got to go back it up at home.
Okay, the Darnell Nurse slash on Rupe Hintz. If you haven't seen it, here it is.
2 of them are tied up behind the play. Oh man, that's a pretty good chop by Nurse after Hintz gives him a shove here. That's a slash on top of the feet. Not a whole lot of padding there.
Hintz was clearly hurt. He had to leave the game, didn't return, and there are reports that he left the arena in a walking boot. So right now, his status is to be determined. And there are some people who are not happy about that. One being Pete DeBoer, the head coach for the Dallas Stars.
Well, I'll answer your question with a question. Does anyone in this room think if Connor McDavid gets carried off the ice like that it's not a 5-minute major? So that's my answer to your question.
I mean, he does make a good point there. If that's McDavid or if that's Draisaitl, maybe there's a different call. And this was pointed out by Darren Dreger on Twitter. Section 8 of the NHL rulebook, Rule 61.3 under stick infractions, major penalty. A major penalty at the discretion of the referee based on the severity of the contact shall be imposed on a player who slashes an opponent. When injury occurs, a major penalty must be assessed under this rule. So whatever Pete DeBoer is saying here, it's carrying some weight based on the NHL rulebook. Whether you disagree with it or not, rules are the rules. And Darnell Nurse probably should have got a major for that. This is going to be a storyline now heading into Game 3. Here's Mason Marchment after the game being asked if the Darnell Nurse slash carries over to Game 3. He goes, yeah, for sure. A lot of that stuff. You just keep it in the back of your mind. And if an opportunity presents itself, then you have to take your chance. We've got a long series here. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on heading into Game 3, which is on Sunday. And it's a matinee. 3 p.m. Eastern time for the only game on the slate. 1 p.m. Mountain time. Why is there an afternoon matinee game in the conference finals when it's the only game on the schedule? Someone make it make sense, because I have no idea why. And for what it's worth, the Oilers' matinee record this season, 4-5-1, 3-0 at home. 2 of those games were against the Sharks and the Sabres, so whatever that means.